Hello, and welcome to Education and More's Learn Python 3 Programming at a Snail's Pace. My name is Marcus Carter, and I'll be the instructor for this course. In today's class, we're going to learn about random numbers. Random numbers are very important, okay? For those of you who enjoy poker like I do, especially if you play online, they use random numbers, okay? There are 52 cards in a deck, so they're going to choose random numbers between 1 and 52 to determine which card you're going to get. Okay. Later in this course, we're going to do some of those poker games. Okay. I think the first one we'll do is blackjack. I'll show you how to write that kind of program, how to think about what needs to be done. Okay. But text-based games also use random numbers. For example, there is a 40% chance that when you open the next door, there's going to be a monster. So what it does is maybe generates a number between 1 and 100. And if the number is 40 or less, then you're going to meet a monster. And then, of course, it uses another random number or random numbers to determine the stats. How many hit points does it have? How much damage does it take of you? Whatever. Okay? Unless they use fixed characters. Okay? But a nice thing about random numbers for us is that we don't have to always take input from the user. For example, I think I gave you one of the homework assignments was for you to take your position and find the location of somebody else. Okay? And you were to take the input of the both locations. Well, if you had a random generator, you could not have to ask for where the other person is. You could make that randomized. Okay? Lots of uses for random numbers. The two major ones that we are going to talk about now is random integers. Okay, in other words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. But, randomized. And then random number between 0 and 1. Those are the real numbers. Okay, for example, 0.46382965432876, it's something like that. Okay? All right. So, Python comes with certain material you can immediately use. For example, you can immediately use input. You could immediately use int. Okay? It did not want to make a huge Python program. Okay? So, what it decides is, what does everybody need? What does not everybody need? And it decided that random was something that most people wouldn't need. Okay? So they put that in a package. Okay? A package is just something, we call it a black box. Okay? It's here. And you're going to say, okay, I want that black box inside of my program. Okay? We do that with the import statement. So here we are, importing random. Okay? Now, we don't know what's exactly inside. Okay? We are given what were called methods. Methods are very, very similar to functions. It's just a different way to call it. Okay? This is the name of the package. And then we use a dot. And then the function, it's actually called a method, but the function that we want to use. Okay? This one is passing two parameters. 1, 6. Now what this will do is that it will return an integer between 1 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including 6. Okay? So it's one of those 6 numbers, just like your dice. Okay? So if you're going to do a dice game on the internet or on your computer, you're more than likely going to have this function in it. Okay? Except you'll probably want to store it into a variable. I'm not storing it because I'm not going to use it later. I just want to print the value. Okay? So that's what random int does, is that it chooses a random integer from the starting position. It doesn't have to be 1. Okay? To the final position. It includes the starting, includes the final. Okay. Before I start coding, I'm going to go ahead and show you the next one that we're going to use. And I really don't like the words. Okay. The package is random and the method is called random. Okay. I don't like it, but I didn't get to choose. All right. So anyway, now what this does is it prints a number between 0 and 1, but not including 1. Okay. That's a little strange. This one will include the first and the second, but this one doesn't include 1. Okay. No arguments here. Okay. It's just going to return between 0 and 1. All right. So let's go ahead and show you what we're going to do with this. Okay. So right here, file new, file save as, lesson 9, P down 6, I think it is. Let me just start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it was 6. Save. All right. So now in order to use this import, even if you have a lot of functions, we want the import at the very top. Now, it is possible that you're going to have more than one import, but for right now, you only know about this one, okay? So, import random. Now, what we're going to do, let's just say num equals 0, while num is less than 10. I am going to print random.randInt. Let's just do 0 to 10. 0 to 10. And then random.random. Okay. And num equals num plus 1. So this will print out 10 numbers. Okay. Now this has a choice of 11. All right, so let's do 11. Okay, now, theoretically, we should get each one of those numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is 11 numbers. We should get each one of those one time, theoretically, okay? Probably never happen. Well, very rarely, okay? So let's give it a try. Save. Let's open CND. And this is lesson 9. Python lesson 9.py. Okay. So we have 1, 0, 6, 2, 9, 8, 7, 7, 8, 7, 0. Okay. Wow, let's take a look at that. All right, I want to do this. Let's make this smaller. Okay, let's see. We have the number 1. We have the number 0. We have the number 6. We have the number 2. We have the number 9. We have the number 8. We have the number 7. We have another 7, and then we have another 8, and then we have another 7, and then we have another 0. Okay? So, we don't see the numbers 3, 4, 5, and 10. Okay? 4 different numbers we didn't see. We saw 2 zeros, 2 8s, and 3 7s. Now, what as we try again? Okay, and notice these numbers. Oh my goodness, 0.4, 0.4, 0.4. 3 0.4s in a row. Okay, yes, it's possible. Okay, let's try it again. We're going to get different results this time. Okay, this time we got a 6. We got a 5, we got an 8, we got a 1, we got a 2, we got a 4, we got another 4, we got another 6, we got a 9, we got a 3, and we got a 0. Okay, this one was a bit more distributed. Okay, we only missed out on 2 numbers, and that is the number 10. And what number are we missing here? 3, 4, 5, 7. So only 10 and 7. Okay, I want to run this again because I want you to see the number 10, because I said that it will include the last number. Let's see, do I see any 10s? Nope. Nope. There we go. There's time 2 10s. Okay, so it will go up to the 10 here. Okay, but random will not show 1. Now it could show 0, but again, it's going to have a very slim odds because look at all those decimal places. Okay, you're going to have to get a 0 in all of these positions, including this one, in order to get a 0. That's mighty slim. Okay, all right. So that is how you use randint and random. Okay, so I gave you some homework. This is the final homework assignment before I start doing some reviewing, and we do some code together. Right now, I'm asking you to try to do all the code yourself. But after we finish this lesson, I'm going to start doing some code, some bigger code, showing you step by step how I do it, okay, before your first test and before we go on to the next section, okay? Like I said, this is supposed to go very slow. So we're going to spend quite a bit of time going over some good programs that we could write with everything I've taught you so far, okay? So right now, please try the homework I gave, and don't worry about if it's too much trouble. Ask questions on the YouTube, okay, if you need to, but remember, don't post a solution, okay? Oh, to make sure I covered everything. I think I did. Yes. So there's your homework. It's already up there. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.